Hey, what's up? It's Nicola from Singer's Secret. Today we're going to do a bit of a jazz scatting improvisation lesson, and the reason is because this morning I was working on my piano and sucking badly. I was doing Summer Wind, which we're going to use today as the basis of our exercise. And I was playing in my left hand I was playing, the root note and the seventh, or the third, and then kind of trying to improvise with my right hand. And it was just going everywhere. It really sucked. It sounded messy. And then I was doing too much with this hand. So this hand started losing its groove as well. So the whole thing just went to poo. So it made me think that this is actually something that a lot of singers do as well when they first start improvising. So you end up trying to do too much. And then you end up going off pitch, off key, and it just sounds bleh. So I'm going to take you through the technique that I used this morning when I realized that I was hashing everything up, which is basically to quote the melody and then just deviate ever so slightly on a few notes to kind of add a little bit of interest and then go back to quoting the melody. And it actually works really well. And this is a really great technique, especially if you start getting more advanced into scatting and then you have a song that's got a really complicated chord progression and you don't want to stuff up over that chord progression. You can actually go back to quoting the melody and then maybe just deviate a little bit and then go back, and when it, like that usually happens on the B section, and then when it goes back into the A section, you can go back to your regular scatting genius. So this is, if you don't know what Summer Wind sounds like, I'll sing it for you really quickly now. Please excuse the terrible piano playing. And then I'm going to show you how to do this jazz scatting technique over this jazz standard. Summer wind came rolling in from across the sea, lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. Michael Bublé does a good version of this. All summer long we sang a song and then we strolled that golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind. Alright, now we're going to break down this melody. So we're going to sing it through to get the melody nailed so we know what we're singing. We're going to la it through, then we're going to do bar it through, and then we're going to add the scat with the deviation. So, first bit. The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. Sounds like this as a la. La la la, la la la, la 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 la. Now if we do a do bar, because it sounds more scat-like, do ba do, do ba do, ba do ba do. Now we're going to deviate ever so slightly from the melody occasionally, so it sounds like we're improvising. Do ba do, da da do ba da, ba dee do day. So I really only added a little bit. I added a ba-diddly-doo-day at the end instead of ba-doo-ba-doo. But you'll find that you will want to just start saying other syllables as you go. Your mouth will just start moving that way. So don't worry too much about what did she do? What did she do? What was that diddly bar instead of the do bar? Your mouth will just start creating weird syllables as you go. Next line. Lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. So as a la, la la la, la 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 la. As a do ba, do ba do, do ba do ba do ba do. Now deviating. Do ba do ba do ba ba do ya do ba 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 do ba. Okay, sorry. Let me simplify that. Sorry, I find it quite difficult to simplify things now that I'm kind of like used to scatting the shit out of things. But I will persevere. See, that was better. So next bit. All summer long we sang a song and then we strolled that golden sand. As a la. Oh, sorry. La 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 la. And as abadooba. And as a deviation improvisation. too much. Yes. So I really only added the which was the quoting the melody again. So you don't actually have to add that much for it to sound kind of really cool. I'm just going to do from the top to where I was before, just so you can kind of hear it all sort of together. So I'm just going to scat with a slight deviation. That's pretty much all melody. Maybe a little bit too much. I'm going to try it one more time now. I'm kind of in my groove to try and do it so I don't over-scat. That end bit, by the way, that's another cool technique that you can do. Is you can, if you work with accompanists a lot, you will find that you get used to the kind of fills that they would put in. So they usually kind of do like a kind of thing to get you back to the start again. And so sometimes what I like to do is actually, force of habit, just add those fills in myself and like sing over the piano person, and they will stop because they will let you kind of take over because it's your turn to kind of like, you know, it's like you're the vocalist, so if they're a good accompanist, they will stop and let you have some space there. But don't do it all the time because they'll get pissed off and they'll be like, hang on a minute, that's my bit. That is my bit. Don't hog all the cool bits. Yes. Yeah, so it sounds like I'm doing a lot more scatting at the end there than I actually am. I'm just, you know, adding a little fill at the end, little fill. And it doesn't really affect anything because it's all on the same chord. It's not like we're changing chord progression during that bit. You can kind of... That's all on just the one chord, and that's just me. It's a lot freer to make sort of stuff up if there is no chords changing, but if I was trying to do that over a chord progression, my ear would have to pick up all the different changes of chords. So it's a lot easier just to scat over the one chord. I'm rambling, I'm going to leave it there. When you practice this, do exactly what I did. So sing through the song first, and it doesn't have to be summer wind, it can be anything with a simple chord progression. Sing through the song so you know the melody, then la that melody, then do bar the melody, then go through again and just add a little bit of deviation from the melody with your scatting, your improvising, and see how you go. It will sound cool. Just record it and you realise that you don't actually need to do a whole heap of blah, 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 all over the place for it to sound like a really cool improvisation. You just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Simple is the best. Tell that to my piano playing. Yeah, but yeah, simple always is the best. It's always about what you leave out in music than what you put in sometimes. It's very good advice. I don't know where I got that from, but it's true. Thank you for tuning in. If you would like more cool stuff like vocal warm-ups, head on over to singersecret.com and you can grab some freebie vocal warm-ups there. I've also got a new Patreon channel where I'm putting extra special insider information for singers, as well as it's actually tied to my own music as well, so you get to see what I'm sort of doing behind the scenes in my own music career and illustration career, because I draw as well. But more importantly, you get extra tutorial videos that I don't put anywhere else on my Patreon channel. I will put a link to that below if you're interested in checking it out. And we do a monthly hangout as well, which is really fun, on Google, where you can ask questions and get to know me, and I get to know you, and it's really good fun. So, yes, other than that, I am going to go. I will see you in a couple of weeks.